So the question we're investigating in this study is whether the use of GLP-1 receptor agonists, which is a medication for weight loss and diabetes, is associated with a lower risk of obesity-associated cancers as compared to DPP-4 inhibitors, another medication for diabetes.
Well, GLP-1 agonists are a relatively new treatment for diabetes, and there's been a lot of discussion that they're very effective in weight management as well, been approved for both of those indications by the FDA. And so there's a lot of interest in whether their actions in reducing obesity and controlling diabetes might also affect one of the long-term outcomes of those conditions, and that is the development of cancer. Ozempic is probably one of the best known for diabetes, and Wegovy would be another example.
So we found that people who take GLP-1 receptor agonists in our cohort of American patients have a lower incidence of obesity-related cancers compared to those who take DPP-4 inhibitors.
It is an observational study, and therefore we can't really make inferences about causation. That is, we don't know that the use of these drugs resulted in that reduction of obesity-related cancers. Yeah, they reported a reduction in obesity-related cancers about 7 or 8%, as well as a reduction in overall mortality of about the same magnitude, 7 or 8%.
So ultimately, we were comparing 85,015 GLP-1 users versus 85,015 DPP-4 users. I think reassuringly, we saw no increased risk of cancer with the GLP-1 receptor agonist, which is important because they're becoming prescribed more and more widely for more and more indications.
It's been hoped for a long time that indeed the use of these drugs would be associated with reductions in cancer, particularly obesity-related cancers. So that's not necessarily surprising, but it is one of the first pieces of evidence proving that point. I don't think this study has any implications for patients or for providers at this point, clinicians, because again, it's demonstrating a possible association, but the effect is quite mild at a 7 to 8% reduction in risk of either incidence or all-cause mortality. And so really what this is a call to scientists and clinical investigators to do more work in this area to really prove or disprove this association.